Tutankhamon. Não obstante, em 1988, o corpo do túmulo 55 foi examinado em detalhe por um dentista de Michigan, um médico e antropólogo egípcio. Compararam-no com outras múmias reais.
The skull was always most similar to that of Tutankhamun of all the skulls that we studied, all the heads that we studied. But when we reassembled it so that it was functionally correct, then it was even more similar to that of Tutankhamun. But you see a very similar maxilla in that of Tutankhamun and the maxilla tomb 55.
Uma semelhança tão estreita confirmava que os corpos estavam intimamente relacionados. A primeira suposição foi de que se tratava da rainha Tia, a avó de Tutankhamon. Mas agora os peritos reexaminaram os ossos e surgiu uma nova teoria.
Our conclusion was that this is a male, but a very slight male, a very fragile build. One can understand why the first physician who saw for the first time in 1907 this mummy thought that it was a female. And Egyptologists and archaeologists, biologists have made this mistake before, where they have been incorrect in sexing skeletons because we use our modern standards to look at an ancient specimen.
Mas poderiam eles indicar a sua idade?
But we had an advantage that the other people didn't have. We have X-rays of the entire skeleton, including the long bones. And the X-rays gave us another dimension that they didn't have. So we did have an opportunity to perhaps refine their estimate. But certainly if Tutankhamun, let's say for a standard, was around 20 when he died, certainly the mummy from Tomb 55 has to be considerably older. But our best guess is between the ages of 35 and 40.
Anatomicamente, há apenas dúvida de que o corpo do túmulo 55 seja o do próprio Akhenaton, o pai de Tutankhamon. O que é significativo é que o corpo não tenha sido abandonado, como alguns julgavam que pudesse ter acontecido, mas sim cuidadosamente reenterrado numa réplica virtual da principal câmara funerária de Amarna. Então, o que aconteceu a Nefertiti?
Presumably, at the same time that Akhenaten and his mother Ti were brought from Amarna for safekeeping, one has to assume that Nefertiti was brought at the same time. So, presumably, she was buried somewhere in the Valley of the Kings.
Parece que toda a família real foi trazida de Amarna e enterrada em segurança em Tebas, no Vale dos Reis. Mas cerca de 1000 a.C., a administração oficial do Egito decidiu abandonar este cemitério real, tal como fizera com o de Amarna 300 anos antes. Todos os túmulos conhecidos foram esvaziados e os seus tesouros recuperados. Ironicamente, devido ao ódio que a revolução de Akhenaton inspirou, todos os nomes dos reis de Amarna foram banidos dos registros oficiais. Com os reinados de Akhenaton, Semenkaré, Tutankhamon e Ai expurgados, foi como se nunca tivessem existido. Assim, ninguém pensou em procurá-los ou a Nefertiti.
If you look at the end of the Amarna period, it is a simple fact that we have more names and know about more people, and we have more bits of funerary equipment than we actually have either burials or bodies. I mean, somewhere Nefertiti's buried. Now, whether she's buried as Nefertiti, or whether she was buried as Neferneferuaten, whether she was buried as Smenkhare, or what, but she's somewhere. She has to be. If we could find the tomb of Nefertiti buried as Nefertiti, that would be the Holy Grail.
Em 1922, o Serviço de Antiguidades Egípcias concedeu a Howard Carter permissão para escavar numa área final do Vale dos Reis. Ele encontrou o túmulo de Tutankhamon quase imediatamente. Assim, não precisou mais de escavar.
Though Carter seems to have been fairly careful in his search for Tutankhamun's tomb, he did stop when he found it and didn't finish that one small area that he had left for last. And this one little section not far from Tut's tomb is a logical place to look.
Há provas evidentes de que pode ser a localização dos túmulos que estão por descobrir. Em 1978, uma equipa experimental do Stanford Research Institute, dirigida pelo geofísico Lambert Dolphin, levou uma equipa de sondagem sísmica para detectar túmulos não descobertos no Vale dos Reis. Em primeiro lugar, instalaram-se num túmulo situado acima do de Tutankhamon e apontaram o sonar para baixo, em direção ao túmulo do jovem rei, para controlar e avaliar os níveis de ressonância. Depois, mudaram-se para o túmulo de Tutankhamon e apontaram o sonar para a concessão não escavada por Carter.
The Valley of the Kings has tombs in it. It's filled with tombs. But it also is a highly faulted, irregular geological area. The natural faulting is very complex. So therefore, one gets seismic reflections from every crack and every boulder and every geological interface in the valley. So we were overwhelmed with a lot of echoes. However, there were some very striking anomalies which we feel pointed to unknown tombs in the Valley of the Kings.
Os reflexos acústicos indicavam túmulos desconhecidos, exatamente no mesmo triângulo que Howard Carter reservou para escavação, mas que deixou por acabar.
Our work in King Tut's tomb, and I think convinced us that we were looking at unknown chambers, one or more unknown chambers that probably were not geologic, but probably were undiscovered tombs. It was very, very exciting at the time.
Nos últimos 75 anos não fora autorizada nenhuma escavação importante no Vale dos Reis. Agora, pela primeira vez desde a descoberta do túmulo de Tutankhamon, o Serviço de Antiguidades Egípcias, em resultado da extensa investigação do Dr. Reeves, dera-lhe permissão a ele e à sua equipa de especialistas. Como se sente?
Nervous, yes, I suppose nervous. I think undertaking any kind of work in an area like the Valley of the Kings is pretty high pressure stuff. People have expectations which might be quite unreal.
Se o Dr. Reeves encontrar o túmulo de Nefertiti, o mistério em volta da rainha dos faraós pode finalmente ser resolvido. Mas qual é a atitude contemporânea em relação à maldição de Tutankhamon? Estarão perigos desconhecidos à espera?
You know, if you discover a tomb here and you enter this tomb for the first time, you will be hidden by germs that no one can see. And this is what happened to Lord Carnarvon. And this is why I advise my colleagues all the time. If we discover a tomb, you open it for 2 days until the bad air will go out and the fresh air will go in. And also you never shave when you are excavating, because if you shave, this will be open for any germs to hit you. Then the word curse, if you look at it, it doesn't really exist.
E se os arqueólogos encontrarem um túmulo e não houver qualquer tesouro, ficarão decepcionados?
When Tutankhamun's tomb was first discovered, what got people excited was the possibility that there might be written documents coming out of that tomb that would tell us what the period was all about. And of course, there was nothing. So if another tomb is discovered, the big hope is not that it's full of gold and gold statues. We've got that. We've got that from Tutankhamun's tomb already. What we want are the documents. We want the history.
Nicholas Reeves reuniu uma impressionante equipa de especialistas internacionais. Depois de uma inspeção preliminar e com o apoio das autoridades egípcias, começaram as escavações no final de 1999. Foram todos relutantes em fazer especulações e preferiram ser cautelosos. Mas se tivessem descoberto um túmulo e se tratasse da última morada de Nefertiti, teria sido uma espetacular descoberta.
When I go to the Valley of the Kings, when the sun sets, it's to me like it sits on one tomb that's not discovered yet. And this is why I believe the Valley of the Kings will reveal lots of secrets. And this will be another year like 1922 on November 4th, when Carter discovered the tomb in 1922, on November 4th, when Carter discovered the tomb